And welcome back to the Upside Sports Network for part three of our quadruple header. We already saw two great games today. First, the Miami Heat destroyed the Atlanta Hawks. A last-second field goal by Jason Tatum at the buzzer beats the Brooklyn Nets 115 to 114 in Boston. And now we have the Milwaukee Bucks, the returning champions, or the defending champions anyway, against the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls have not been in the playoffs for a number of years. This is their first attempt back with this core right now. Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Vucevic is your core this year. Lonzo Ball, Alec Caruso, Kobe White, and Patrick Williams. Thanks again for joining us here at the Upside for an outstanding day of basketball. As we continue right along, tonight we will go over we will watch the Phoenix Suns and the New Orleans Pelicans in the nightcap. Should be a fascinating game. Should be a fascinating series anyway between the Bucks and the Chicago Bulls. We'll see who comes out on top in Game 1. The MVP finalist Giannis Antetokounmpo leads the Chicago Bucks, or leads the Milwaukee Bucks into this series. The Chicago Bulls, of course, looking to find some rhythm as they return to the playoffs for the first time in a number of years. Just about to get underway as the TNT crew gets ready for action tonight. Let us know in the comments section, who do you think wins the series? Do you think it's a gentleman's sweep, 5 games for the Bucks? Do you think the Bulls have enough firepower now to stick with them? Of course, they've got a lot of players who don't have a lot of playoff experience on the Chicago Bulls. The one player who does, DeMar DeRozan. Alex Caruso, of course, with the Lakers when they won the title with LeBron in 2020 in the bubble. But everybody else is lacking that playoff experience, so probably are going to struggle here in Game 1, but as the series continues, probably get their feet underneath them as they keep going. I don't think it'll be a sweep, though. If Giannis plays at MVP level Giannis in 4 straight games, though, maybe we see a sweep. But I don't think we're going to. I think Chicago probably gets a couple of games. Maybe they steal one here early in Milwaukee. Fear the deer and all that. But thank you guys for joining our stream yet again. I know a few of you have been joining my stream regularly over the last couple of loyal viewers. Just to kind of check in around baseball. Dodgers still in front 7-0 over the Reds. Mariners 7-2 extended their lead a little bit against the Astros in the top of the 8th. Sunday night baseball about to get underway. Braves against Padres. All other games are final now, with the Orioles beating the Yankees, shutting them out in Baltimore. Pirates get the win. They have a winning record right now, 5-4 over the Nationals. Red Sox beat the Twins 8-1. Boston Marathon is tomorrow, so we will cover that game after the Boston Marathon. Red Sox always play the first game of the day after that. Will be an early start, about 10 o'clock in the morning. But they get the win today against the Twins. Blue Jays win over the A's, who've been another upstart team to start the season. A's are 5-5 after most people expected them to not have more than 1 or 2 wins to start the year. But they hung tough, 4-3. Blue Jays got the win today. Mets beat the D-backs 5-0. Giants 8-1 victory over the Cleveland Guardians. Marlins 11-3 over the Phillies. Rays 9-3 over the White Sox. Brewers held on late against the Cardinals 6-5. And the Angels took out the Rangers again 8-3. And last but not least, the Cubs defeated the Rockies 6-4. Only game that was postponed was the Tigers and Royals. That will be made up in July. Looks like we're about to get underway here. Starting lineups just being finished up. TNT is calling the game, so if you want to watch live and then have us in the background for the audio. But Ian Eagle is very good, so I understand if you want to listen to his broadcast today. I enjoy games that are called by him. Grant Hill is one of the better color guys in my opinion. Color analyst. The Antetokounmpo family, of course, heavily invested in the Milwaukee Bucks. Thanasis, of course, is on the roster as well. He's kind of that bench unifier anyway. When he does get into the game, late in games, he does have, in blowout games anyway, he does make an impact there, but he's not going to be one of the key contributors today. That'll be his brother, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is the MVP finalist, of course. Chris Middleton is second banana. Drew Holiday, of course. Wes Matthews gets the start, and Brook Lopez. For the Chicago Bulls, Alex Caruso draws the start. Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Patrick Williams, and Nikola Vucevic. Depending on who you ask, the Bulls fan base, of course, was looking for more out of Vucevic over the last year or so, hoping for better. Maybe in a playoff series, they finally see the value that he brings, both offensively and defensively, against a player like Brook Lopez. Looks like we're about set to go. Handshakes are just about done. Milwaukee versus Chicago here in the first round of the NBA playoffs. The tip, Brook Lopez taps it out to Wes Matthews, gives it over to Drew Holiday, and we're underway in Milwaukee. Middleton gets it on the wing, defended by Caruso. Switch to DeRozan. A pick to Giannis. Bad pass, but somehow Giannis brings it in. Brook Lopez somehow was not standing out bounds, misses, but a foul is called as Lopez looks to get on the board here. He will go to the line. Foul was on Nikola Vucevic, I believe. First is good for Lopez, 1-0. 12 points a game this year, 4 rebounds, 47% from the floor. Out of college, he always had a great offensive game when he was drafted by at the time, New Jersey Nets anyway, have since become the Brooklyn Nets. Did not play on a lot of good teams there. Moved around a little bit and has found a home in Milwaukee. Payroll concerns may end up forcing him to leave there. Nice drive by Levine, but unable to put it down. Antetokounmpo passes over to Lopez on the wing, back to Giannis. Given all kinds of room, out to Holiday. Drives, flips it up, no good. Lopez there on the glass and gets the bucket. 4-0 Milwaukee. Early here in the first quarter, Caruso with it, defended by Middleton. DeRozan. Open shot on the wing, no. Now, one thing about DeMar DeRozan, he will not be a great three-point shooter ever in his career, but this year he's been a more willing three-point shooter this year as Giannis gets inside and gets the bucket. 6-0. Good start here for Milwaukee. Chicago still trying to get their feet underneath him. DeRozan off the pick. Shot is long. Rebound by Giannis. DeMar DeRozan's shot is that mid-range game. Antetokounmpo for three, and he nails it. 9-0 Milwaukee to start the game. We're only a minute 30 into the game, and timeout Chicago. Ugh. Not a good start for Chicago. Not able to get stops on the defensive end. Unable to get a bucket here to begin the game. 9-0 Milwaukee. Only an hour apart, Milwaukee and Chicago. Should be a very competitive series from that standpoint, as fan bases argue in a relatively close area. Bulls trying to recapture some of that playoff success from the days of Michael Jordan. And then, of course, the Derrick Rose days with Luol Deng and Ben Gordon. Unable to get a title out of it, but just looking to get better and better each year after having years of rebuilding and poor play. Choosing to build around Zach LaVine. DeMar DeRozan has taken the mantle as their best player this year, though. Just the way he plays, the type of game, they can't put him on the side and wait for him to catch the ball on the wing. You'd be looking at another Ben Simmons situation. So they figured out a way to use DeMar DeRozan in their offense a little bit better by allowing Zach LaVine to be the guy on the outside since he has a three-point shot. A lot of people were expecting the Bulls to be better this year, but maybe not this good. A lot of investment was made this offseason. A lot of free agent dollars were spent in Caruso and DeRozan. Depth, though, was the question coming in to the season, and so far they have held up. Started out gangbusters this year with the number one seed for about the first half of the year, and then started to fade as the season wore on, as some of the other teams got a little bit better, namely the Bucks, 76ers, Heat, and Celtics. Looks like we're coming out of the commercial break now. 9-0 Milwaukee. Only a minute and a half gone in the game. Milwaukee looking to repeat as champions this year after Giannis signed that contract last year to stay in Milwaukee for the foreseeable future. Definitely a family man is Giannis. So I don't ever expect him to try to leave Milwaukee. Only way I see that happening is if Milwaukee and him mutually agree to part ways at the end of his career and save money. There's a three. Nice shot there by Vucevic over the top of Brook Lopez. And Chicago is on the board. Giannis hands to Drew Holiday, looking to post up. Now is Giannis against Levine. Quick rotation around. Wes Matthews drives, but he was standing out of bounds when he caught the pass. Seen that a number of times in today's games. Officials seem to be more cognizant of where players' feet are along the out-of-bounds line. Didn't see too many of those calls during the regular season. Caruso gives to Vucevic down the lane. Looked like he got hit by Brook Lopez, but too hard off the backboard. Levine trying to stay in front of Middleton. Middleton fading over Levine. Nice shot there. 11-3. Caruso brings it up. Vucevic gives to DeRozan. DeRozan off the screen. Pitches to the outside. Levine down low to Vucevic. Takes a step away from the bucket before he tries to back him down. Levine works past. DeRozan from the top. Oh my, we actually saw a DeRozan three. There you go. Are they saying his toe was on the line? That must be why he made it. Lopez has a three. High rebound. Vucevic corrals. Caruso brings it up, gives to Vucevic. Wide open for three, around and out. 11-5 is the score. 8:45 left here in the first quarter. Giannis against DeRozan. The double comes from Caruso. Back out to Middleton at the top. Over Levine is no good. The rebound by Caruso. The pick by Vucevic, and he goes into the lane. Caruso looking to be more of a facilitator early on. Levine gives to Vucevic to the corner for Caruso. Wide open for three. No. Vucevic. No. Unable to get that one to go, and Chicago is struggling to get the ball to go down. Matthews trying to work on the outside. Now Middleton at the top of the key. Double team comes. Giannis another three. Around and no. Tapped out. And Holiday comes up with it. Trying to get it down to Giannis. Double team out to Lopez. Wide open for three and buries it. Lopez has played well early on. 14-5. Alex Caruso gives to Zach LaVine. Pressured by Matthews. Gives to Vucevic. Over to Patrick Williams. LaVine at the top, doubled. Off the back rim, no good. Caruso tips it out to DeRozan, who flips it back to Caruso. Another corner three, air ball there. Yeesh. A lot of nerves here at the offensive end for the Chicago Bulls. Holiday misses the layup, and Giannis gets the offensive board and dunks it home. 16-5, Chicago trailing Milwaukee. DeRozan catches it off the bounce there at the top of the key. Set pick by Vucevic. Almost turns it over. LaVine somehow brings it in. Vucevic in the corner. Elevates, and no. More struggles for Chicago. Everything seems to be on the perimeter so far for them. Another layup given up by the Bulls. Billy Donovan, the coach of the Chicago Bulls, unhappy with the defensive effort on that possession. DeRozan, another mid-range shot. Sells the foul call there on Matthews, and he will go to the line. 18-5 is the score. 6:18 left here in the first quarter. Thank you guys for joining us. Got 8 of y'all with us at the moment. It's been very interesting watching basketball together, these watch parties that we're doing. Let us know where you're from. If you're joining us for the first time, hit that like button and subscribe. Be notified when we do these live streams, watch parties again. We do try to do or cover all four of the major sports: basketball, baseball, hockey, and of course football. Bring you all the latest news from every single one of those sports as DeRozan knocks them both down. Substitutions now as Grayson Allen is in the game for Milwaukee. Giannis kicks out to Matthews and nails the triple. 21-7 as Milwaukee has tripled up the Chicago Bulls. Levine blows past Middleton, goes to the body of the big man and gets an easy layup. First time we've seen him really make a concerted effort going to the basket. Maybe we'll see more of that as the game goes along. Matthews at the top gives to Giannis. Flips over to Matthews on the wing. No good. Vucevic, the rebound, gives to Levine. Let's see if they continue to run towards the basket. Levine's probably their best driver. He settles for a three-point shot off the front rim. No good. Allen, the rebound. Timeout for Milwaukee as Giannis just walked directly to the bench after that rebound was made by Allen. Not injured or anything, just that time of the game. 5:23 left in the first quarter. 21-9 is the score. (21-9), Milwaukee in front. Thank you guys for joining us today. In the first game of our quadruple header, the Miami Heat took care of the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta never really had a prayer in the game, never really had any momentum at all. Only in the late seconds of the game did they finally get some offense from Kevin Knox after they were already trailing by 30 in the fourth quarter. Made it look a little bit closer than it was, but it was a complete blowout from start to finish. Trae Young, 1 of 12 from the floor, unable to reach double figures as Atlanta struggled to get anything going offensively. In our second game, that was by far the best game of the playoffs so far. Last second finish, Kyrie scored 39 in that game. The last bucket of the game scored by Jason Tatum, who was held scoreless in the fourth quarter until that final basket. Got a nice layup at the buzzer, 115-114, as they stunned the Brooklyn Nets. Boston did not call a timeout in the waning seconds as they chose to push the ball up the floor, take advantage of the players that Brooklyn had brought out during the timeout beforehand. Third game of the day, we see Milwaukee taking on Chicago, and in the nightcap, we see Phoenix and the Pelicans. Looks like we're about to come back from the commercial break. Thanks for joining us again, Bill. So far, it hasn't been very competitive, but it's early. Bulls are making the playoffs for the first time in a number of years. Got to give them some time to get under their feet underneath them. Looks like Giannis is going to come out. Got to give him more than 6 minutes of a first quarter to see if this game's going to be competitive or not, really. Drew Holiday with it against Levine in the corner. Gives to Middleton, to Lopez at the top of the key. No good. Levine with a rebound up high. DeRozan brings it up against Holiday. The pick by Kobe White. Oh, what a nice defensive play by Holiday. Stops the pass. Gets a nice three-pointer there. No good. That's going to be, looks like a loose ball foul on Zach LaVine as he pushed Bobby Portis out of bounds. Sorry, Bill, I just don't think we can judge the game yet on a 6-minute run by Milwaukee. Milwaukee is the reigning champ, and Chicago is entering the playoffs for the first time in several years. Nice job by Lopez getting inside and flipping it up and in. He's played well for the Bucks so far. I think he's got 9 points so far in the game. DeRozan off balance, looking for a whistle. You're not going to get that call in the postseason. Still knocks it down though. Trying to keep the Bulls in it here early. Middleton at the top, defended by DeRozan. Double comes, gives to Lopez in the paint, and the bucket is good. Lopez has a height advantage now with Vucevic off the floor. 25-11. DeRozan, mid-range jumper, no good again. Portis saves it into Grayson Allen, gives to Holiday. 14-point lead for Milwaukee. Ooh, travel by Chris Middleton. Only a few mistakes that Milwaukee has made is stepping out of bounds and traveling. Bulls have struggled mightily against the Bucks in the past as well. But we'll see what a series does. Nice hoop there by Zach LaVine. Goes to the body again. Seems like they have some success when they go to the hole. Maybe they'll pick up on that. Holiday tries to flip it up and in and does over DeRozan. Nice bucket by Drew Holiday. If you remember, he was traded from the New Orleans Pelicans for, I believe, like 4 first-round picks. Pick swaps, etc. Very nice piece. Kind of the finishing piece that Milwaukee needed. What a tip-in there. Wow. Great tip-in by the Chicago Bulls. Tristan Thompson with the bucket. He came over as a buyout candidate. Bobby Portis, no good from 3. This time DeRozan brings it in. Looks like Antetokounmpo is coming back into the game after a brief rest. Who else y'all got? So you've got 9 of us watching at the moment. Let me know who you're cheering for, who you think's going to pull away in the series. If you're not a fan of either team, tell me who you actually are pulling for this postseason. Giannis has 9 points, 7 rebounds already in the game. Kobe White, the shot blocked. Nice block by Grayson Allen, and Giannis comes the other way. Giannis stopped by the double team. Connaughton at the top of the key. Gives to Holiday. Bobby Portis on the block against Zach LaVine, trying to punish the smaller defender. Vucevic has come back in. Holiday, no. LaVine the rebound and pushing. Gives to Kobe White on the wing. Long shot, no good. Vucevic tries to go up strong, and that is blocked by Giannis. Nice block there by the MVP candidate. They are going to call a foul, it looks like. Vucevic goes to the line. Averaged 17.5 a game, 11 rebounds, 47% from the floor. Pretty much in line with his career numbers, especially as a third banana. You can't really expect much better. However, Bulls fans will tell you they wanted more when that trade was made. (27-15). Vucevic gets the second one to drop. 11-point game now, 2:20 left in the first quarter. Drew Holiday at the top, gives to Allen. Looked like a little bit of a travel, but Kobe White on the defense. The switch with DeRozan. Antetokounmpo with position against Kobe White. The quick double. The three is no good. Portis the rebound and flips it up and in. The Milwaukee Bucks have been great on the offensive glass. Levine lost the ball, over and back violation. Don't see that too often in the regular season. I've seen it like 5 times so far today in our 2.5 playoff games that we've seen so far. Yeesh. Chicago does seem to struggle against the top competition. 2-21, I believe, is what I just heard Ian Eagle say, against the best teams in the East and West. Yee. Not so good. Allen gives it to Holiday. Flips it across to Portis. A wide open three, set and fires. Nothing but twine. 32-16 with 1:15 left here in the first quarter. Chicago needing to get their feet underneath him here in the first playoff game. DeRozan with it at the top. Fouled by Holiday. Shoved in the hip. Sent him to the floor. DeRozan got up into the air and tried to make a pass to Vucevic. Picked off, though, Holiday. Wide open to Javon Carter. No good. Vucevic, the rebound, gives to DeRozan. Looking to push here, but don't have the numbers. Vucevic at the top, gives to Kobe White. White, back to Vucevic for three over Giannis. No good. Rebound. Back outside. Nice three there, Kobe White. Another three by Portis. Or, excuse me, a pass by Portis down low to Holiday. Bulls down 15. Vucevic inside against Giannis. Gets it to go. 7 seconds left here. Down by 13 as Giannis brings the ball up. They run 3 defenders at him, and a foul is called. 2 seconds left. That was a foul to give. A nice foul there by Chicago. Middleton comes back in for offensive purposes. Carter goes back to the bench. Holiday to inbound the ball here. They get it inbounded to Middleton. 3 defenders around him. Gets it around and no. Unable to get it to drop. 34-21 at the end of 1. Milwaukee on top. Chicago steadied themselves at the end of that first quarter. But so far, it's all Milwaukee. Leading scorers so far, both DeRozan and Vucevic have 6 for the Chicago Bulls. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis with 9 and Brook Lopez with 11. Eight rebounds already in the game for Giannis as well. Very impressive. Very different start to this game versus the last one that we saw with Boston and Brooklyn. Four fouls so far whistled against the Bucks. Only 3 against Chicago. a far cry less than 30 in the first half that we saw in the last one. Should be a very competitive game as Chicago finally looks to have its feet underneath them. Down 13 at the end of the first quarter, though. Giannis, the MVP finalist, having a definite impact on the defensive glass. 7 defensive rebounds already in the game. Sunday Night Baseball is underway. Braves and Padres. Yu Darvish on the mound. Looks like the Mariners have closed things out against the Astros 7-2. Top of the ninth, Dodgers on top of the Reds 9-1. Looking to close the door there. Rays took care of business against the White Sox today. Back out of the timeout. $34 Milwaukee, 21 Chicago. I guess we know who Bill is rooting for this season or in this series. Let us know who y'all are rooting for. Defensive effort and effort on the glass is the one thing on defense I'm sure Billy Donovan would like to correct. Maybe drive to the hole a little bit more as well. Kobe White finds a nice spot in the defense. The shot is no good. Giannis with yet another rebound. 9 rebounds in the game so far. Gives it to Holiday. Holiday on the switch, defended by Vucevic. Gets inside, back out to Grayson Allen. No good off the back iron. Levine with the rebound. Looking to run, but doesn't have the numbers. The pick by Vucevic. Back outside. Holiday defending against Vucevic. The repost down low. Vucevic twists, flips it up and in. Nice shot there by Vucevic. You hardly ever see low post play by big guys anymore, but it's always nice to see. Middleton gives give and go. They're calling another foul on DeRozan for a shove. I don't see how. Maybe with the body as he had both arms outstretched above his head. Vucevic has 8 points in the game, 5 rebounds. Good start for him. Giannis down low. A dunk. There's just no answer so far for Giannis if you're a Bulls fan. 11 points, 9 rebounds. Levine defended by Middleton. Give and go with Vucevic. Down the lane, Giannis with another block. Connaughton hands to Middleton. Defended by Caruso. Down the lane, no good. And DeRozan gets the rebound. 13-point game, 36-23. Vucevic again the pick. DeRozan was stripped but fouled by Middleton. My question is, from an out-of-bounds play, why are you allowing Giannis to catch the ball 3 feet from the basket? Somebody's got to take the initiative and go after Giannis. At least put a body on him. Patrick Williams probably is going to be that guy. DeRozan with it at the top of the key, defended by Middleton. Elevates. This time he finally gets a mid-range shot to go. And it's an 11-point game. 10 minutes left here in the second quarter. Giannis at the top, defended by DeRozan. Drives. A little bit of a push-off. Offensive foul on Giannis. Giannis asking for a replay on that one. Looks like they are going to review it, possibly. Looks like all games are now final in baseball. Only the Braves and Padres still going. Dodgers able to close out the Reds. Matt Olson with the lone hit in the game so far against Yu Darvish. Marcelo Ozuna up in that one. Well, eventually this commercial break will be over. Hopefully sometime before we all turn gray. More so than me anyway. Finally, commercial break is over. That must have been a long review. At least I thought it was a review, but no. Chicago with it. DeRozan again from the mid-range. He really likes that spot right above the free throw line. Knocks that one down. He's finally starting to find the range. And we're back to single digits. Giannis with it at the top. Connaughton not able to get it to go, but a foul. Foul on Jones Jr. Alex Caruso has returned to the game. Wesley Matthews with it, back out to Giannis at the top. They're giving him a lot of room at the top. Caruso defending. Middleton with a long three, just barely grazed the front iron. DeRozan with it. Matthews strips it somehow, and here come the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis, defended by Caruso, throws it off the backboard and slams it home himself. Nice play, Giannis. Caruso has it at the top, all alone, realizes it finally and misses the three. Matthews tips it to Giannis. 38-27. Giannis with it at the top, hands to Middleton, who shoots a three again off the back iron. Giannis with another rebound. No good, but a foul. This one's going to be called on. Not sure they're going to call it on, but he's got 11 rebounds so far. Giannis is just a next level player at this point. No answer. "13 points, 11 rebounds. Shoot, he might finish with 30 rebounds at this rate." Misses the first one badly. That was a hole in his game earlier in his young career. Brook Lopez comes in as they bring some size back onto the floor. Vucevic returns. Carter is back in for the Milwaukee Bucks. Very short again by Antetokounmpo, the only thing he hasn't done well in the game. Levine gives it to Williams. Fouled by Giannis, even though he got a piece of that shot. Good job by Williams attacking the basket. Giannis, after missing 2 free throws, commits the foul on the other end. Williams, no good on the first. A lot of teams struggling with their free throw shooting early on in the playoffs this year. Mavericks knocked down their free throws. They probably win game 1 against Utah. Giannis out, Bobby Portis Jr. in. Williams a second. And it's good. Back to a 10-point game now. Javon Carter brings it up. Caruso defending Middleton at the top, denying him the ball as best he can. Middleton finally gets it. The double comes. Lopez brings it down the lane. That was an offensive foul. He had nowhere to go. It did look a little bit like a jump ball type of situation. DeMar DeRozan got there and was able to draw the charge. Caruso hands to Vucevic, to DeRozan, again above the free throw line extended. Again, oh, he misses this one off the front iron, bounced around and no. 7:45 left in the second quarter. Middleton whips it to the corner for Carter. The three is good. Nice shot there by Javon Carter. Gets his night started for Milwaukee. 41-28 is the score. Caruso gives to DeRozan, spins, gives back to Vucevic, down underneath. Caruso all alone underneath the basket. Busted assignment there by the Milwaukee Bucks. Caruso gets the easy bucket. Middleton with it against Williams. Nice shot. Good defense, better offense that time. as Caruso brings it up the floor. 7 minutes left in the second quarter here. Drew Holiday walks to the scorer's table. DeRozan with it at the top with the smaller defender Carter on him. Lopez camping himself out in the lane. I don't know why that wasn't 3 seconds. Out to Vucevic as Lopez tried to close the distance in the last few seconds of that possession. No good. Caruso all over Middleton. They throw it inside to Lopez, unable to corral it in as the pass hit the rim. Vucevic back to Williams. Layup, no. Vucevic scores the putback, but the foul was called on the Williams attempt. He will go back to the line. Chicago really thought highly of Patrick Williams coming out of the draft. I believe he was like I think it was a top 10 pick. I can't remember if it was number 4, 8, or where he fell in that draft class. But they thought a lot about him, about his defensive capabilities and what he could eventually become offensively. The offensive game just hasn't materialized yet, but no time like the present for it finally to come along. 2 drives to the basket for Williams so far this quarter, 2 fouls drawn. Exactly what the coaching staff of Chicago must like to see, especially since that's been their only path to success. Finalists have been announced for MVP: Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis. Most improved finalists are going to be Murray, Garland, and Morant. Javon Carter contested that rebound and forces Patrick Williams to stand on the out-of-bounds line. Lonzo Ball not suited up for this one. Kobe White in the game for Caruso. Drew Holiday in. Wide open shot for Middleton, another blown assignment. Portis hacked by 3 different Bulls on that one and still gets it to go. Strong finish for him against his former club. Doesn't look, or actually didn't get it to go anyway. (43-32) is the score. 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. First shot no good by Portis. Grayson Allen coming back in for Middleton. Bucks having a healthy rotation here early in the game. Budenholzer not trying to give too many minutes to his big stars early on here. Conserve their energy for the fourth quarter should they need that extra burst. The second shot is good. 12-point lead for Milwaukee. DeMar DeRozan backing down Wesley Matthews, fading. Great defense, but a foul called late as Matthews made some contact on the shot, and DeRozan will go to the line. First one is good. 5:52 left in the second quarter. And the second is good. Back to a 10-point game. Bulls hanging around here in the second quarter. Drew Holiday whips the pass to Portis underneath. No good. Vucevic tips it to Williams. DeRozan with it now. DeRozan gets to a spot right above the free throw line, bounces around, and no. Portis the rebound. Gives to Holiday, defended by Levine. The double comes from Vucevic, and off the rim, no. Kobe White the rebound. Looking to push, gives to DeRozan. Wesley Matthews ready for defense. Kobe White drives inside, flips it out to DeRozan. Down low to Vucevic against Lopez. Faces up, backs down, Flips it out to Levine for three and buries the triple. Down to a 7-point game. This is the closest the Bulls have been in a while now. Holiday backing down Levine. The double comes from Vucevic. Gets the ball back from Matthews. Levine spins into the lane. No good. Rebound, and here come the Bulls. Chance to trim that lead even further. DeRozan drives to the lane, kicks it out to Levine. Levine bumped by Holiday, and they're going to call a foul on Holiday there. Looks like the Bulls have gotten their feet underneath him. Milwaukee just kind of going through the motions at this point. I think they took their foot off the accelerator after they got out to that big early lead. 4:27 left, 44-37 with Levine to shoot 2 free throws. The first is up and good. There was some thought that maybe he would ask for a trade if they didn't make the playoffs this year. That's why, of course, they invested Vucevic in the trade deadline last year, even though they did not make the playoffs. Then they invested a lot of money this offseason in DeMar DeRozan, Alex Caruso, Lonzo Ball, and then the buyout candidate of Tristan Thompson. Giannis comes back in as Levine hits the second, and it's a 5-point game. 7-0 run in the last minute 30 for the Bulls. Giannis immediately asked for the ball. Williams, of course, there to defend. Fadeaway is good by Giannis. Nice shot from Giannis. Caruso has entered the game again. Hands to Vucevic. Back to Levine at the top against Drew Holiday. The screen by Vucevic. The three wide open. No. Caruso tried to sky in for the rebound, but no. Giannis brings the ball up. Someone's got to stand in front of that locomotive. They're going to call Kobe White for the foul as he impeded the progress of Giannis. (46-39). Both teams are in the bonus as Giannis goes to the line. Remember, he missed both of his last 2 free throws. He has struggled with those in his career. 15 points, 11 rebounds so far for Giannis. 3:50 left here in the second. The first one is up and down. As they show the banners of the Milwaukee Bucks. 50 years between titles. Vucevic down low against Lopez. Nice block there by Vucevic. Sorry, Bulls fans. I don't see why you hate Vucevic. He's played very well. Levine open for 3. Off the screen. No good. Allen the rebound. Antetokounmpo to bring it up. Alex Caruso on defense. Vucevic there as the second line. Giannis down into the lane. Misses everything. Ball is loose. Caruso gets it. Levine in the open floor. Loses control of the ball, but maintains possession after it careens off of one of the Milwaukee Bucks. Nice defensive play by Grayson Allen to tip that ball out of bounds. 13 left on the shot clock. .306 left, 8-point game, 47-39. DeMar DeRozan gives to Vucevic, to Caruso at the top, underneath. DeRozan, fadeaway, Drew Holiday there. Vucevic knocks it out to Patrick Williams, gives to DeRozan, and they'll reset. Giannis taking DeRozan one-on-one. Goes into the lane, unable to find where he wants to go, keeping his pivot foot, fades away off the backboard, no. Giannis corrals yet another rebound. Vucevic there, another air ball for Giannis as he tries to draw the foul. Levine drives, hacked by Holiday. We'll see who the foul is on, though. Grayson Allen was also there. Timeout on the floor, 2:28 left here in the second quarter, 47-39. Looks like we're about to come out of the timeout here. Milwaukee so far controlling the game, but Chicago hanging around. Bulls leading scorer DeRozan with 12, Vucevic with 8, Levine with 9. Only gotten 5 points off their bench so far. Antetokounmpo leads all scorers with 16 for Milwaukee, 11 for Brook Lopez. Bobby Portis has 6 off the bench. $2:29 left here in the second quarter. Milwaukee's only dropped 1 game in the last 3 first-round matchups. Giannis has proven to be a very tough out for those lower seeds. A tall task in front of him with Levine at the line out of the timeout. First, up and good. 7-point game now, 47-40. Makes the second, 47-41, 2:26 remaining. Drew Holiday brings it up and Levine defends. Finds Giannis, defended by Williams. Giannis looking to distribute the ball to Middleton. Unable to do so. Connaughton with it. Middleton up top. There's the double team. Loses the ball as he tried to feed it to Holiday in the lane. DeRozan gives to Vucevic over to Levine. Defended by Middleton. Tries to cross him up. Gets not on the same page there with Vucevic. Did a bounce pass there. Vucevic was expecting to pop out to the top of the key. Turnover by Chicago. 1:52 left. Middleton finds Giannis. Finally, they get it to him on the block. Double team comes. Whip it around. Connaughton wide open for three at the top. No good. And DeRozan gets the rebound. Drew Holiday on defense. They get it over to Patrick Williams. Giannis defending down low. Ooh, that was an ugly shot by Patrick Williams for three. Drew Holiday flips to Connaughton in the corner. He'll try again for three. This time hits. Back to a 9-point advantage for Milwaukee. 1 minute left here in the first half. DeRozan up top gets pressured. Levine with it, gives down low to Vucevic against Bobby Portis. Backs him down a little bit. Foul, no good on the shot, but he'll go to the line and shoot a couple. 50 seconds left here in the second quarter. Physical defense by Bobby Portis, former Chicago Bull. Two-arm shoves, that's why he was whistled for the foul. Can't do this to an offensive player. The first for Vucevic is good. Portis comes out and Lopez back in. 9 points, 7 rebounds for Vucevic. 3 of 10 from the field, but he has played very well. I like to shoot a little bit higher percentage, but you'll take what you can get. I believe this is the second playoff series ever for Vucevic. I think he reached the playoffs once with Orlando 2 years ago, if I remember correctly. Holiday with it, defended by Levine at the top. Looks like they're waiting for Antetokounmpo to come set a screen here in a moment. Nope, it's Lopez to set the screen. And the shot by by Holiday is an air ball. Caruso gets it. And missed at the rim by Levine. You can't believe he missed it. In transition, you got to have that one. 50-43 now, as Milwaukee will hold for the final shot. They do like to have the ball in Middleton's hands for that type of situation. They give to Giannis. Double team comes. Splits it. Flips it across the court to a wide open Connaughton. Off the back rim, no good, but a loose ball foul on Alex Caruso as Antetokounmpo is thrown to the floor. 0.1 left on the clock. Or it's Levine, they're going to whistle for the foul. I don't see how that was really a foul. That was barely a love tap, but Giannis sold it, felt the arms in the back, and went to the ground. Giannis trying to extend the Milwaukee lead. Third foul on Levine. "16 points, 11 rebounds so far for Giannis. The first is good. Chicago has hung around, done a nice job of getting their feet underneath them after struggling in the first quarter. Giannis trying to make it a 9-point game to go into the half. No good. And instead, it will be 51-43 going into the half. Giannis missed a few free throws there in the quarter, left some meat on the bone, but still a very dominant first half for him. Only an 8-point advantage, though, as Chicago has managed to stay close. Levine and DeRozan keeping a minute. And stay tuned here to the Upside Sports Network. As soon as halftime is over, go ahead and run and grab your refreshments during the halftime period. Just going to check in on the Braves and Padres game. Still nothing in the bottom of the second. But we'll see you shortly. All righty. (50-43) is the score at the half. Milwaukee enjoying a nice game so far by their MVP candidate, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pardon me, 51-43. TNT had the score wrong. Giannis so far, 17 points, 11 rebounds, 4 turnovers so far for Middleton. He has had a rough game, 2 of 8 from the floor, 0 of 4 from 3, only 4 points. Lopez, 4 of 7, 11 points. Matthews does have a couple of rebounds, or has 3 rebounds in the game, and has the one made 3. The main thing he's in there for is his defensive abilities. Bobby Portis off the bench, 2 of 4, 6 rebounds, 6 points. Everybody else off the bench struggling so far. For the Chicago Bulls, DeMar DeRozan leads them in scoring with 12, Vucevic with 10, Levine with 11. Getting virtually nothing off the bench, though. Only 5 points. Off the bench for Chicago. Halftime in Milwaukee. Yesterday we saw the playoffs begin with Dallas taking on Utah. Utah won 99-93. Without Luka Doncic, the Mavericks were unable to overcome the missed free throws and ended up losing that game in a close one. Timberwolves carried over the passion they played with in that play-in tournament and were able to beat the Grizzlies on their home floor. First home team to win in the postseason was the Philadelphia 76ers. 20-point victory over the Toronto Raptors. Scotty Barnes was injured at the end of that game. We'll see if he plays the rest of the series or if that foot injury is less serious. And then in the nightcap, the Warriors took care of the Denver Nuggets. Today we saw the Hawks absolutely destroyed by the Miami Heat. That series may not even go 5 if the Hawks can't play any better than that. Trae Young held to 1 of 12 from the floor, 8 points in the game. Just an absolutely terrible game by almost every single member of the Atlanta Hawks. In garbage time late in the game, Kevin Knox actually made it even closer than what it was, but it was basically a 30-point game in the fourth quarter. Second game was the game of the day, the game of the playoffs so far, as Brooklyn took on the Boston Celtics. Kyrie scored 39. Tatum scored 31, no bigger than that final bucket at the buzzer, a layup to win the game, 115 to 114. 30 fouls were whistled in that first half as both teams were just whacking away. Multiple clotheslines were given, forearm shivers in the back, and we're talking not just, shoving him out of the way. We're talking WWE level clotheslines and forearm shivers. But a good, hard-fought win for Boston. And then currently we're watching Milwaukee get their title defense started against Chicago. Chicago only about an hour away from Milwaukee, so travel not going to be an issue today or in this series. In fact, I bet both teams probably go home and sleep in their own beds, honestly. That's how close these two teams are. Milwaukee with the early advantage, though, 51 to 43. I'm just checking in on Sunday Night Baseball. Padres just went up 2-0. Bryce Elder pitching for the Braves just found a little bit of trouble here in the bottom of the second. Cronenworth is back around. He's the DH today for the Padres. Just earned a walk, I believe. Or excuse me, grounded into a force out. Abrams scored. Manny Machado is now up. 341 hitter on the year on the young season. If you want to watch a little bit of that game I believe is on ESPN. Our game tonight is on TNT. Followed up tonight by Phoenix versus the New Orleans Pelicans. Stanley Cup playoffs are right around the corner. Only a couple of weeks left in the season. The race out in the West for wild card position between the Nashville Predators, Dallas Stars, and Vegas Golden Knights should be very nice to watch, as the East has pretty much locked up all 8 of its playoff spots. They show that final play as Boston did not call a timeout. It seemed like Brooklyn kind of lost control of what they were doing, selling out on defense. On the 3 by Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart splitting the double. Tatum finding an easy way to the hoop and laying it in for the win. Very dramatic game. If you want to go back and watch that live stream, watch our call of it. It was very entertaining. Horford was a monster in that game for Boston. 20 points, 15 rebounds. Back to the old Al Horford. Makes you wonder why they ever got rid of him in the first place. Dragic off the bench had 14. Story of the game, though, was Kyrie's return to Boston again. 39 points, had some fun with the crowd at their expense. All the crowd booed him pretty much every time he touched the ball. Did some crybaby motions towards the crowd multiple times after he scored buckets. But unfortunately, they just didn't get the victory. As he flips, as you can kind of see what he was doing with the crowd on TNT right now. He'll probably get a few fines for his actions during the game. Halftime should be over here, hopefully, in the next commercial break. Stay tuned to us here at the Upside, as I will be right back. All righty. Back for the third quarter. Both teams exchange baskets to begin. DeRozan over Middleton. Bucket. Less than a minute here into the third quarter. DeRozan has 14 now. Hope y'all are having a great Easter. No good. Rebound by Levine. Holiday barrels into Caruso. Seems to be a method to the madness today. Well, maybe not a method, but at least a consistent madness. Trying to run over the screener at about that same area of the floor. Seems we've seen that at least 3 times now today, twice in the last game and now 1 time here. They get the ball into DeRozan after the foul on Levine. Vucevic with it against Lopez. Flips it out to Levine. Draws the double. Fadeaway. Money. Nice shot by Levine. And don't look now, but it's a 4-point game. Sorry, Bill. I don't think your prediction about this not being competitive is going to hold. Middleton, another air ball. He has not played well at all today. Just can't get anything to go. That's his fifth. He's 0 for 5 from the three-point stripe. Vucevic misses the wide-open three after a no foul was called on Levine's drive. Caruso and Levine double-team Giannis. Middleton again wide open from three. This time finally connects on his first three of the game. They're going to need him to pick up the pace here a little bit as Chicago's hung around and gotten a little too close for comfort. Levine flips to Vucevic to DeRozan, drives, rises, misses, short. Matthews the rebound, flips to Antetokounmpo. Giannis for three, short. Ouch. DeMar DeRozan shoved to the floor by, looks like Giannis. Or Middleton, could go on either one of them. But that looked a little painful. Levine brings it up. DeRozan with it inside. Layup by Vucevic. As Lopez complains about a push off. Sorry, that was just a easy bucket there. Foul by DeRozan on the alley-oop try for Antetokounmpo. I mean, nobody even shoved off. DeRozan didn't. And then Vucevic had both hands on the ball when he went to go lay it up. Where's the shove? NBA players can be a little funny sometimes. Maybe there's a phantom arm there. The one area Giannis has struggled so far in the game is at the charity stripe. Gets that one to go. 6-point lead. Milwaukee in front, 9:19 left here in the third quarter. No good on that one. DeRozan gathers the rebound. And Levine brings it up. Gives to DeRozan, back to Levine, wide open as Holiday went under the screen, and it's now a 3-point game. Chicago bench loves it. Alex Caruso pressuring Middleton. Antetokounmpo looking to make a move on Williams. Caruso looking to strip the ball. Spins away, fades away, around, and no. Vucevic the rebound, hands to Caruso. And Chicago can tie it on this possession with a three. DeRozan with it, defended by Matthews. Drives, flips out to Vucevic, who drives as well. Kicks to the corner for Williams. A wide open three off the rim, no. And punched out of bounds off Chicago. A good look for Chicago. You got to have that one if you're Williams. But it's still early here in the third quarter. 57-54 is the score. A lot more competitive now than it did in the beginning anyway. It was all Milwaukee early on. Matthews open in the corner, nails the three there, back to a 6-point advantage. Inbound to Caruso and brings it up the floor. DeRozan off a staggered screen at the top of the key. Matthews unable to stick through the screen, but a moving screen by Vucevic. Kind of a hip check more than anything else. Holiday flips it down to Giannis, defended by Caruso. Looking to take advantage of the smaller defender. Unable to get it to go, but a foul on Caruso. Looks like Caruso took a shot to the face from the elbows of Antetokounmpo. No Lonzo Ball again for Chicago. He hasn't played in a while. Looks like we are going to have a substitution, though. The first is good. Patrick Williams out. Javonte Green into the game. Matthews somehow gets in front of him for the rebound. Green wasn't ready for that one. But doesn't matter as Antetokounmpo hits the free throw. Thanks to every single one of you who joined us. Got our viewership up to 9 at the moment. Caruso with it at the top, gives to Green. Or gives to DeRozan, excuse me. Vucevic over to Levine. Over a screen. Levine, tough fadeaway, buries the shot. Nice shot. Chicago holding in. Stripped. And it will stay with Milwaukee. You can see why a number of teams would have been interested if Chicago didn't invest in this team. If they'd looked to reset this roster, Chicago deciding to put their chips to the center, thinking this team could have a little bit more success if they brought in some pieces. Levine with the rebound, though, on the bad miss from the Bucks. Good defense there by Holiday, staying in front. Vucevic wide open on the wing. No good. Green, though, inside, unable to get it to go. Now Giannis with the rebound, pushes the floor off a few different players. Levine in the open floor. They're going to call an offensive foul on Levine as Middleton gets in position. Very nice play by Middleton, but I'm not sure if he got there or not. He looked like he was still moving. Donovan decides not to issue the challenge. It is still early in the third quarter, 6 minutes, 35 seconds left. It is still only a 6-point game. Save it for more of a crucial juncture, I suppose. As Giannis gets the perfect pass over the top and jams it home. Really getting Milwaukee's crowd into it now. 22 points, 12 rebounds for Giannis. Levine on the three-point shot, no good. Off the back rim, and Lopez goes high for the rebound. Giannis brings it up, defended by Levine. This is a mismatch. Flips it out to Grayson Allen. Allen looked like he traveled after he did not give it out to Middleton. Middleton now with it, gives to Giannis. Vucevic on the coverage, hoists a three. I think that landed in the lake. Down low, Vucevic absolutely completely sealing Antetokounmpo out of bounds. Gets the rebound off his own miss and a foul on Giannis. One of the few times you'll ever see Giannis ragdolled. And of course, they show the other end, but not what just happened with Vucevic. That's the third foul on Giannis. 5:43 left here in the third quarter. Third game of our quadruple header. The final game will be Phoenix versus New Orleans. The only game not to have their series commence yet. Pelicans played a strong game against the Clippers and were able to advance. The one caveat to that is, of course, the Clippers were without their 1 and 2 best players. Kawhi Leonard hasn't played all year. Paul George, before the game, had to enter COVID protocols, So they had to change their entire game plan with only hours left before the start of the game. But that's the risk you run in a COVID world nowadays. Whether you believe in it or not, the science or not, the vaccinations or not, does not matter. Just checking in on Sunday Night Baseball, top of the fourth. Padres still in front, 2-0. Yu Darvish, 5 strikeouts through 3 1/3. In a little bit of trouble, though, with a couple runners on. Matt Olson doubled on a line drive to left. Austin Riley was hit by the pitch. Matt Olson 2 for 2 on the day. If you want to catch the world champion Atlanta Braves on Sunday Night Baseball, you can, I believe, on ESPN. Or if you want to catch this game, it is on TNT, and then listen to us on YouTube. $18 points in the game for Zach Levine so far today. 3 of 4 to begin the second half. Looks like he's going to begin out of the timeout on the bench anyway, as Vucevic goes to the line. Only a 6-point game. Get him some rest here. Conserve some energy as we head towards the fourth quarter. Bobby Portis has entered for Milwaukee, and Giannis takes a seat on the bench. Holiday flips to Middleton, back to Holiday, drives inside amongst the trees, but unfortunately, because those trees got there, he traveled. Uncertain of what to do with the ball on that one. Wasn't able to drag that pivot foot. 5-point game. Vucevic against Lopez, face up, backs him down. Lopez, never really known as a tough defender. Defends decently well there, but Vucevic gets it to go, and we're down to a 3-point game. Middleton at the top, defended by DeRozan on a switch. Middleton finds a little bit of room off the back iron, no good. Vucevic able to corral it. And here come the Bulls with another chance to tie it with a 3. Flips to DeRozan, defended by Middleton. Vucevic the screen, back out to Vucevic for 3. And we're tied at 64. Wow. All new ball game, 64 all, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Lopez inside. Defense by Vucevic. No. Kobe White, the rebound, pushing it up the floor. Now we'll hold off. Gives back to DeRozan. DeRozan, a nice, easy drive to the bucket. A nice block, though, by Brook Lopez. He does have some good size and will occasionally get that block. Gives it inside to Portis, out to Grayson Allen. Vucevic, the rebound. Kobe White with it, hands to DeMar DeRozan. They will run their offense through him with Levine on the bench. The screen, no. Vucevic again open for three, around and out. Wow. Offensive foul. Brook Lopez unable to get his feet set to set the screen. That one's on the ball handler, though. Not allowing his player to get set in order to get the screen. Middleton tried to drive past a little too quick. Lopez will head out, and Connaughton will come in. Tristan Thompson has entered the game for the Bulls. DeMar DeRozan with it at the top of the key. Here comes the screen from Thompson. Double team on DeRozan. They back away. Gives a little bit of room to DeRozan and misses badly on that one. Up ahead, Middleton goes against the Bulls, or goes at the Bulls 3-on-1 or 1-on-3, and throws the ball out of bounds as he was about to take a charge, or about to get called for a charge. Budenholzer not happy with that one. Good defense there by Kobe White getting back. Kobe White with it at the top, flips over to DeRozan at the top. Screen by Thompson, back over to White. White buries the three. The Bulls have the lead. And Giannis immediately comes back to the scorer's table. Levine to the corner for Connaughton, a wide open three. No. Grayson Allen goes wildly trying to block that or get the rebound. Right down the lane, Kobe White again lays it in, and it's a 5-point lead for Chicago. Giannis grimacing as he sees what's happening on the court. Timeout Milwaukee, as they do not like at all what's happening. 2:43, I believe, left here in the quarter. Nice hesitation dribble to get the bucket to go by Kobe White. And it's 69-64 late in the third quarter. If Chicago wins this, they'll be only the second win in the last 4 years by a first-round opponent of the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee has been just absolutely dominant against everybody they've played in the first round. A record of 12-1 over the last 3 years. The up-and-coming Chicago Bulls looking to give them a run for their money today. Looks like we're back out of the timeout. Vucevic finding the range this quarter. Kobe White getting involved. Zach LaVine getting it started. Connaughton at the top of the key. Hands to Antetokounmpo. Gives to Holiday. They're going to call a little bit of a trip there on the Chicago Bulls. Rookie Dosamu. Pretty sure I'm mispronouncing that, but I can't really hear the call to hear the correct pronunciation. Green blown by. Holiday gets the ball to go through the hoop. Nice shot there by Holiday. DeRozan with it. Holiday defending, gets inside. Bobby Portis, a little bit of a hack, unable to get it to go. DeRozan stepped on by a couple of people, but it's Bucks ball as they go downhill. Giannis right down the lane, dunk. Nice shot there by Kobe White. Now that he's gotten involved in the offense, he's a lot more confident of a player. Knocks down that shot at the free throw line. Connaughton left wide open that time by Kobe White. Rebound, though, for Holiday. Drives. Kicks out to Bobby Portis. And the shot is good. The former Chicago Bull ties the game at 71. 1:22 left here in the third quarter. DeRozan with it. Holiday defending. Kobe White sets the screen. Kobe White wide open now for three. Off the back iron, no good. Holiday with it. Slowly jogs up the floor. Now presses the issue. Loses control of the ball, though. Good defense. And DeRozan with it. A nice mix-up there by DeRozan. Gets the ball back. Antetokounmpo now on DeRozan. 45 seconds left in the half. DeRozan with a tough shot over Giannis. Unable to get it to go. Giannis now with it. The Bulls, for some reason, are not getting back. Blocking foul on DeRozan, as he wasn't able to slide over quite far enough to get in front of Antetokounmpo, and Milwaukee is back in front, and they're starting to get on a roll now that Giannis has entered the game. So one issue that Chicago has is that they still haven't found an answer for Antetokounmpo. The only real answer is just a swarming defense. Once he gets the ball, is just blitz him with a double or a triple team and live with whatever happens after. 26 points, 12 rebounds, 2 blocks for Giannis as he looks to get the three-point play. And the free throw is good. Bobby Portis trying to sell a foul call as he slides out of bounds. White inbounds. DeRozan brings it up. Wesley Matthews on the coverage. DeRozan down the lane. Blocked by Portis. Javon Carter brings it up the floor. Giannis trying to get the ball. Bulls trying to play a little prevent against Giannis. 45 feet from the basket. 11 seconds left in the quarter. Now Giannis gets it with 8 seconds left. We'll see if he hoists from three or drives. Settles for a long jumper off the back iron, no good. Connaughton over the back, but no whistle. 74-71, and it's a very close game. The Brooklyn game and now this one, both highly competitive. Good showcase games for the NBA. Can't ask for much better to have your national TV broadcast be a last-second buzzer-beating layup by Jason Tatum, and then the game immediately following, a close game going into the fourth quarter from your defending champion Milwaukee Bucks. Last game of our quadruple header again is Phoenix taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. We'll see how well Chris Paul and Devin Booker are, how good they are in the playoffs this year. Everybody thought they were a regular season team coming out of the woodwork or looking to showcase themselves in the regular season. But everybody's seen as the season wore on, they were definitely the best team in the NBA. We'll see if that translates to postseason success. Checking in on Sunday Night Baseball. Looks like Yu Darvish was able to get out of that jam unscathed. Bryce Elder, though, has found himself also in a jam now. First and second, one out. Leading scorers in the game so far, Nikola Vucevic has 22 points. Zach LaVine, 18. DeMar DeRozan, 14 for the Bulls. Off the bench, Kobe White has 10. For the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis has 27. Lopez has 11. Everybody else in single figures. The second and third banana so far for Milwaukee struggling today. Middleton, 4 of 12 from the floor. Drew Holiday, 3 of 10. Not really able to find any success. Only 15 points out of them. That's why Chicago's been able to hang around. However, a 10-2 run to end the third quarter definitely is a nice change of events after Chicago took a 5-point lead. Milwaukee crowd is very loud right now. Passionate fan base. This should be a good rivalry series going forward, as they're only an hour apart geographically. First shot of the quarter, no good. The rebound by LaVine. Small ball lineup here for the Chicago Bulls. Alex Caruso up top, defended by Middleton. Ball given to Zach LaVine. Javon Carter knocks it away, and they throw it away. Bobby Portis unable to find Chris Middleton on the wing. Couple of turnovers there to start the quarter. Again, Caruso will set it up, and they go to LaVine again. LaVine, a wide open three-point shot. A little long. That rust that he built up on the bench might have been a factor there. Bobby Portis elevates from three. No good. LaVine the rebound again. A very good rebounding guard. LaVine with it on the wing. Elevates. Air ball there. Kind of forced into that shot there by the defense. Giannis elevates. Hangs in the air. Portis foul, and it falls off the rim. No good. But he will go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. 10:38 left here in the fourth quarter. 3-point lead currently for the Milwaukee Bucks. That's number 5 on Zach LaVine, too. First free throw is no good. Vucevic coming back in, as well as Connaughton. Grayson Allen stepping out. LaVine will stay in the game with those 5 fouls. Makes the second there. Jones inbounds to Caruso, as Connaughton provides a little bit of pressure up the floor. Caruso gives down to Vucevic, defended by Antetokounmpo. Backs him down all the way under the basket, flips outside. Caruso for 3, buries it. Very good playoff performer in the past. Ice in his veins there as he knocks down the 3, and it's a 1-point game. Caruso defending Middleton, knocks the ball away as LaVine sprints up the floor. Dishes to White. Oh, White tried to get it back to LaVine off the leg of Middleton, but Bulls retain possession. They give to Vucevic at the top of the key. Fake the handoff to LaVine. Give to Caruso instead. Caruso drives the lane, flips to the corner, out to Vucevic, wide open. Oh, around and out again for 3. That would have given the Bulls the lead there. 9:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Caruso draws the offensive foul on Antetokounmpo. That's going to be 4 on Giannis here early in the fourth quarter. Giannis has got to be careful now to not accrue fouls. Giannis basically hooked Caruso underneath the arm. Caruso, known as one of the better defenders in the NBA. Kobe White off the screen, shoots the 3. No good. Jones, the rebound. Up and down. Vucevic unable to get that pass away before he hit the ground. Indecisive with the ball there. DeRozan has to come back out on the floor. Giannis wide open from the top of the key. No. Jones the rebound. Hands to Kobe White. Dribble drive. Gives back out to Vucevic, defended by Holiday. Out to Kobe White. Open for 3. No. Vucevic unable to get it to go, but he was held. No foul called. Jones with the rebound, though. Caruso out to DeRozan. Vucevic asking for the ball. Looks like he could have been fouled there by Giannis. That would have been important because that would have been 5 on Giannis. But no, the DeRozan 3 is not any good. Giannis driving on Vucevic. Loses the ball. Connaughton with it. Kicks it out to Holiday. Open for 3. Off the rim, no good. Carter, the long rebound. Rebounding becoming an issue here for the Bulls as they're not able to complete the defensive possession. Caruso, tough defense on Middleton. Kicks to Giannis. Drives. Offensive foul. Giannis has 5. Caruso draws it again. Wow. This game is getting very entertaining. You saw that one coming from a mile away. The ref was already ready to make the whistle before the contact was even made. He already had one arm up because Caruso had already set his feet like 2 seconds before Giannis got there. The second he made contact, offensive foul. Sorry, Bulls fans. Not exactly your brightest moment right there. And we go to commercial break. 74-75. The 2 best players in the game, in my opinion, both have 5 fouls. Levine for the Bulls has 5. Giannis has 5 for the Milwaukee Bucks. The leadership of Caruso coming through in this fourth quarter. And they've kept his minutes down early in the game, so he should be fresh in this fourth quarter. The story, though, for the Bucks, no help at all from Holiday or Middleton. Both are struggling from the floor. A combined 1 of 10 from 3. Only one other player for Milwaukee, or now 2 players with Bobby Portis now having 10 points, but only 2 other players in double figures. Grayson Allen in 18 minutes has no points. Connaughton only has 3. Carter, not expecting much out of him, but he's 1 of 2 from the floor, 3 points. Checking in on Sunday Night Baseball, going to the bottom of the 5th, still 2-0, Padres in front. 7 strikeouts in the game so far for Darvish. Let us know what you think of the game in the chat. So far, it's been a lot more competitive here in the second half than what I thought it might have been if you'd only watched the first quarter. Bulls seem to struggle in the lights of the playoffs. As that first quarter wound down, they finally seemed to catch their feet, brought it close at the end of the second quarter. Third quarter, they actually took the lead at one point by about 5. And here in the fourth, it's a 1-point game with 8 minutes left to go. A lot of questions will be asked about the rotations for Budenholzer. A lot of questions will be asked about the supporting cast for the Bucks. Is Middleton really a good enough player to be your second best player? That issue we thought might have been resolved last year after they won the title, but in today's game at least, both Middleton and Holiday have not played well. Their deadline acquisition of Serge Ibaka hasn't even played in the game. And Giannis now has 5 fouls, so he's going to have to sit on the bench for a while. Same thing for Zach LaVine. He also has 5 fouls. Caruso's impact here in the fourth quarter has been dynamic. Looks like he will be defended by Chris Middleton. They give to DeRozan. Caruso inside, gives to Vucevic. Wide open 3 here. Air ball for Jones. Loose ball, picked up. Jones loses his balance, tries to pass it off the foot of Brook Lopez, out of bounds. Derrick Jones Jr. was in the dunk contest a couple of years ago. Originally thought to be a high-value asset when he was with Miami. Went on to Portland, signed a deal with, or got sent on to the Chicago Bulls. DeRozan with it. Offensive foul again on Vucevic. They've whistled him 2 times so far in the game with a moving screen. This one looks like he just started to move his feet a little bit after he thought Wes Matthews was going to go around. But that's a foul. 17 turnovers in the game for Milwaukee, 11 for the Bulls. Holiday looking to make a move on Jones. Nice bucket there, looking for a whistle as he glares down Terry Brothers, the referee. Still a 3-point game. The 2 stars for both teams are sitting on the bench. Vucevic open at the top of the key, around and out, unable to tie it on that 3. Milwaukee holding on to the lead right now. Turnover. Alex Caruso again makes his imprint on the game. Flips to White. Nice layup there. Caruso again in the fourth quarter has been money. 6:50 left as the clock winds down here in the fourth quarter. Holiday gets the screen over Vucevic. Off the back iron, no. Again, more poor offense for Milwaukee. Caruso with it, defended by Middleton. Gives to DeRozan, wide open shot, right in his sweet spot, not able to get it to go though. Connaught in the rebound, gives to Holiday, up the floor to Middleton. Caruso defending. Draws a double, Caruso gets back in position, off the back rim, no good. And again, no help for Giannis from Middleton or Holiday. Have I mentioned that a few times now? Both teams are shooting abysmally this quarter. 2 of 14 for the Bulls, 1 of 8 for Milwaukee. Up in the air is Brook Lopez. Vucevic spins and gets it to go. Bulls take a 1-point lead, 78-77. 5:51 left. Looks like LaVine is set to come back into the game. Holiday trying to find some room. Pass is knocked away by Kobe White. And out off of Wes Matthews. LaVine comes in for Caruso, gives him a minute. Antetokounmpo also coming back in the game. Remember, both players have 5 fouls. Next one, and they are out for the remainder of the game, no matter how much longer this goes, if it goes into overtime or not. DeRozan with it at the top, defended by Wes Matthews. The screen by Vucevic. DeRozan elevates, no good there. Jones unable to secure the offensive rebound, and Antetokounmpo up the floor. Middleton, the switch. Lopez back to Middleton, or at least trying to. Left alone at the three-point line. Now dishes down low to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it back out. And Holiday finally hits a three. 80-78. Milwaukee back in front. Levine with it, defended by Holiday. Timeout here by Chicago. It's only a 2-point game, 4:51 left. Very competitive game so far. Impressive performance today by the Chicago Bulls. For those of you who did not think the Bulls were serious contenders at all in the East, they're here to let you know that, hey, maybe you should reconsider that. Phoenix and New Orleans set to begin in about another 20 minutes. DeRozan is only 5 of 22 from the floor today, struggling mightily. Vucevic, 9 of 25. Levine is only 6 of 15. But even with all of their stars struggling to score, they're only down by 2 against the defending champions. Kobe White off the bench, 5 of 10, 12 points. Alex Caruso is 2 of 5 from the floor, but his 5 points, very important here in the fourth quarter. And for Milwaukee, Holiday is finally in double figures. Not a good offensive game for either team. The only player of any note that's having a good offensive day is Giannis. 15 rebounds, 3 assists, a couple blocks, 27 points, plus 19 in the game. An absolute force for the Milwaukee Bucks. Next best player on their team, Drew Holiday at a plus 6. For the Bulls, biggest difference maker from a plus-minus perspective, Kobe White, plus 7. The bench unit has done well for them, namely Kobe White. Everybody else more defensive players in this one. Looks like we're back out of the timeout. Brook Lopez back on the floor for Milwaukee. Levine staying on the floor with those 5 fouls. Same thing for nope. They took Giannis out for this possession at least. I expect he'll be right back in on the first opportunity. DeRozan gets inside, unable to get that one to go. Really not playing well today. 5 of 23 now. Outside, Lopez drives, unable to get it to go. Or, nope, he does get it to go. Knocks it down, and the foul. Great job by Lopez getting that one to get down. Caruso re-enters for the Bulls, try to settle things down. DeRozan has been terrible in this game for the Bulls. Patrick Williams is in as well. Starting lineup in there for the Bulls. DeRozan being defended by Wesley Matthews. The pick by Williams. Double team comes to him. Splits the double, gives it to Levine at the top, defended by Holiday. Drives, creates some space. The three, back iron, no. 5-point game. Middleton with it. 4 minutes left here in the game. Bucks and their playoff experience showing now as the Bulls are hoisting shots that they really need to be looking for better options for. Another bucket for Milwaukee. It's now a 7-point game. DeRozan bringing the ball up. 8-0 run now for Milwaukee in the last minute and a half. DeRozan goes right down the middle, kicks to Caruso. Wide open for three, no. DeRozan with the rebound, flips it up, no good, but the foul on Lopez there. Maybe DeRozan will start to find the range again at the line. They really need DeRozan to start hitting some of those shots if they're going to rely on him as a primary ball handler in this game. $85-78 the score, 3:42 left. First one is up and down for DeRozan. No Giannis on the floor for Milwaukee as they've extended the lead with him on the bench. No need to risk him getting his sixth foul right now. DeRozan knocks down the second. Still a 5-point game. Holiday calls the timeout as they would have lost that timeout at the 3-minute mark. Probably going to see Giannis come back in for the offensive possession. So who you got with a 5-point game left? 3 minutes and change to go. I think Chicago and their young guys can finally get over the hump, start hitting some shots. They've all struggled in this game. Nobody really has the hot hand. Vucevic is leading them in scoring, but nobody's really has any good percentages, though. For Milwaukee, the one dynamic player they have has 5 fouls. Two timeouts aside now. 3:37 left. And Giannis is indeed back out there with those 5 fouls. They do get the ball right to him. Levine also has 5. Now switches onto Giannis. Not good for the Bulls right there. However, the pass by Giannis goes behind Brook Lopez and a turnover. He should have just gone straight to the hole and taken advantage of the smaller player, but no. Caruso with it against Middleton. Flips down low to Vucevic. Backs down Lopez again. Foul on Lopez. Lopez came very close to getting a technical foul there. Referee immediately turned and looked at him after what he said after that whistle. He got very lucky. It will be out on the side, though. No free throws there. Down low, Williams right to the bucket and gets the bucket to go. Patrick Williams, they've always wanted more offense out of him. Get some there late in the fourth quarter in a playoff game, no less. 82-85, one possession game. Trying to take advantage of Giannis against a smaller defender. Caruso defending against Giannis. Spins, double team comes, but he steps out of, nope. I thought they whistled that he stepped out of bounds. But the bucket counts for Milwaukee on the loose ball play. Could have sworn I heard a whistle there. DeRozan with it at the top of the screen by Vucevic. The drive, the shot. Finally, DeRozan gets a shot to go. Keeps him within reach. 2:16 left. 87-84. DeRozan has 18 points, 6 assists in the game. Holiday creates some space over Caruso. Over the back. Is it going to be on Giannis or is it going to be on Patrick Williams? Well, it's going to go on Williams as he tried to get his backside into him. That could have been 6 on Giannis, the way he was reaching over the top like that. Middleton drives the kick to Lopez, wide open for 3, no. Rebound for DeRozan, tries to push it in transition, but none of his teammates are back. Flips out to Vucevic, now goes over to Levine. Levine drives, the layup, blocked by Brook Lopez. Lopez proud of himself with his defensive effort on that one. It was pretty good there. Giannis was not willing to challenge and go after that block with his 5 fouls. Giannis defends the player the furthest from the basket, of course. Inside to Caruso, layup, nice play. Immediately threw it into Vucevic, who threw it over his head, behind his back to a cutting Caruso, who just threw the ball in bounds. And we got a 1-point game. Double team goes to Holiday, foul, and a bucket. Foul on Williams there, 89-86. I think he raked. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Could have gone either way, bang, bang play, but still a 1-possession game, depending on this free throw here. I think Giannis is going to come out for the defensive possession here to make sure they don't give him the 6th foul. Giannis going, why are you taking me out, coach? Lopez misses it. Williams the rebound. Gives to Levine. 1-possession game. Antetokounmpo walks to the back to the scorer's table after being taken out for this defensive possession. DeRozan with it. Kicks to Vucevic. Vucevic looking for somebody to hand the ball to. Gives to Levine. Back to Vucevic down the lane. The floater, no. Vucevic, the offensive rebound, no. The rebound corralled by Milwaukee. 56 seconds left. Chicago needs a stop right now. They don't. This game is probably over. Screen. Lopez down the lane. Matthews loses the ball. Levine with it. Brings it up the floor. 3 on 5, so they'll wait for their teammates to catch up to him. Levine for 3. No good. Wow. I'm shocked that wasn't a whistle either, as Caruso tried to get in position to try to draw a charge. Took it to the chest, but no whistle there. Double team. And they don't want Levine to get the 5th or his 6th foul called. And the foul is whistled on Caruso. Caruso did take an elbow from Portis on that one. Sometimes you get the whistles, sometimes you don't. Right there, Chicago does not. First free throw is good for Holiday. Antetokounmpo comes in now with only 15 seconds left in a 4-point game. Try to alter shots and secure the rebound. 2 timeouts for Chicago, so undoubtedly we'll see a timeout after this free throw, make or miss. Chicago did play very well in this game from a defensive perspective. The only player they didn't really corral was Giannis, but they were able to do very well against the 2 and 3 shooters for them. Second free throw is good, and like I predicted, there will be a timeout here. 91-86 is the score. 15 seconds left in the game. The Phoenix-New Orleans game about to tip here as soon as this one concludes, I believe. 42 minutes tonight for DeRozan, 6 of 24 from the floor. 8 rebounds, 6 assists, so he did impact the game in a lot of different ways, but you got to shoot a little bit better percentage than that. He makes a couple of those. This game looks very different. Same thing for Vucevic and Levine, both shooting about 33% from the floor. Kobe White, not on the floor. He's the only one that's having a decent shooting night for the Bulls. For Milwaukee, it's all been about Giannis. Brook Lopez added 18. Holiday heated up in the fourth quarter. But both Holiday and Middleton you expect a little bit more out of if you're the Bucks. Middleton's still not even in double figures yet. He's 4 of 13 from the floor today. Looks like we're back from the timeout. Caruso will inbound the ball. And they still don't have Kobe White on the floor, who has the only good shooting percentage on the day. Patrick Williams is still out there. I'd brought in Kobe Williams for him. Vucevic, nope. They go into DeRozan. DeRozan spins the shot. No. Vucevic unable to corral the rebound. Middleton with it in the corner. And that's going to be the 6th foul on Levine. This game is over. No George Hill as he celebrates on the bench with the Milwaukee Bucks, but Milwaukee's still able to get it done, even without the contributions of Chris Middleton or Drew Holiday. Middleton here looking to get into double figures and a free throw. Sinks the first as he finally gets into double figures. 8 seconds left in the game. I thought that was the 6th foul on Levine, but I guess they called it on Caruso. Sinks the second, another timeout for Chicago as they down by 7 with 8 seconds left, unless they have a Reggie Miller stretch in them to get 8 points in 7 seconds. It's not going to happen. But the Bulls did play well in this one, just weren't able to get any of the offense really going the entire game. Giannis, the story of the game for Milwaukee. They played very well. 8 seconds left, of course, so never want to say die, but this game is all but over. Appreciate all of you for joining us here. Game 1 about to tip off between the Pelicans and Suns. We'll have that one next for you after this stream is over. Just going to grab some holiday dinner real quick and then be right back on as quick as I possibly can. Eight seconds left in the game. 93-86 the score. Giannis has 5. Levine has 5 fouls as well. But at this point, Bulls are going to need a miracle in order to get things done. Caruso to inbound the ball. Caruso inbounds. Ball goes into Levine. Hoists a 3 over a double team. No good. Giannis the rebound and will dribble out the remaining seconds of the game. Good win here for Milwaukee. didn't have everything go their way, but the Giannis show rolls on. They take a 1-0 series lead. They are now 13-1 in the first round over the last 4 years. 93-86 your final. Bulls, first time in the playoffs in a number of years. First time in the playoffs for Zach LaVine. Only the second ever playoff series for Nikola Vucevic. However, they were unable to get the job done in Milwaukee. But they should take a lot of good things out of this game as to what they were able to do defensively and expect to do much better the next time around. (93-86) your final again. Giannis, your leading scorer in the game, 27 points. Vucevic, the leading scorer for the Bulls, with 24. Game 2 will be at Milwaukee again before the series switches over to Chicago. Let us know in the comment section who you think ends up winning this series. The Bulls acquitted themselves very well in my eyes in this game. Just a little too much Giannis and not enough scoring out of any one of their stars in their lineup today. And Phoenix and New Orleans coming your way next. Stay tuned here to the Upside Sports Network. We'll be back shortly and bring you Phoenix and New Orleans in our final game of our quadruple header. Thanks again for joining the Upside. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already, please do so. Appreciate all of you for joining us here during our live stream. We'll see you in just a few minutes.